Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine and fit at home. Students, today I am going to teach you Poem 2 Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Before proceeding for the explanation, let's see the content that we are going to cover up today. Today we are going to cover up about the poet, about the poem, word bank, symbols, mood, explanation, literary devices used and message conveyed through the poem. Written work already sent to you. You must have started doing in your fair notebook. Let me give you a short note about the poet. Robert Lee Frost was an American poet. He was a romantic poet, a nature poet who appreciated the beauty of nature in his poems. You must have heard the famous lines of Robert Frost, which are very popular from his poetry, stopping by woods on a snowy evening. The lines are, "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." About the poem. It's a symbolic poem. Both fire and ice are contrasting words and elements of nature. The theme of the poem is the age-old question whether the world will end in fire or in ice. The poet has touched the universal issue of the ending of this existing world and conveyed a message as well as warning to the human beings. Before proceeding for the word bank, let's see the poem. Let me read out this poem for you. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Very short poem and limited new words. Like tasted. Tasted means experienced. Favor, support. Perish, die or destroy. Suffice, sufficient or enough, and destruction means ruin. These are the new words used in the poem. Now let's proceed for the symbols. As it is a symbolic poem, the poet has used fire for desire, strong passion, and ice for hatred or despise. The poet has represented human emotions as the symbols of the poem. Mood of the poet was warning mood. He has given a warning to the human world. Let's start the explanation. Try to understand well. Pay attention so that you can better understand. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. The poet talks about two different beliefs regarding the end of this material world, regarding the end of this existing world. According to the poet, some people say that the world will end in fire, and some others believe that this world will end in ice, freezing all kinds of life into the death and destruction. The end of the world will come. Metaphorically, the poet has used fire for desire, strong passion. From what I have tasted of desire, here the poet is saying that as far as he has experienced of desire and passion, he stands with those people who believe that this world will end in fire. Here I refers to the poet, the speaker. The poet himself is the speaker in this poem. So, this is the literal meaning of this poem. But metaphorical meaning is quite different. Metaphorically, the poet means to say that as fire can spread very fast and cause a great destruction in no time, likewise desire, strong passion lead to greed, fury, conflict, dispute, intolerance, and prove very destructive if it goes out of control. Thus, fire-like desire would bring rapid destruction to the world. This is the metaphorical meaning of this stanza. Now let's proceed to the second stanza. But if it had to perish twice, here it refers to the world, and here again I refers to the poet. In the second stanza, the poet comes to the second alternative that can cause the end to this world. The poet further says that if this world has to be destroyed twice, if it is going to be destroyed 2 times, then ice is strong enough to bring destruction. Because here in second stanza, the poet ice symbolizes hatred or despise. So the poet is saying that he has seen and experienced enough of hatred in this world. I think I know enough of hate. The poet has seen and experienced enough of hatred in this world. This is the literal meaning of this stanza. But metaphorically, the poet means to say that as ice can make a part of the body numb with its prolonged contact, likewise, hatred or despise can also give numbness to our mind and thoughts and make us insensitive, indifferent, unconcerned, and cruel. Our hearts become frozen with no compassion, no sympathy, no kindness for our fellow beings. Thus, hatred causes slow destruction. Ice or hatred is sufficient in the world to bring destruction. So, this way the poet brought a beautiful picture of desire and hatredness, that how both of these desire and hatredness can bring destruction to this world. A true picture he has brought how desire and hatred can play a great role in bringing destruction to this world. Students, hopefully you must have understood both literal as well as metaphorical meaning to this poem. Now, what is the rhyme scheme? It's quite easy to find out the rhyme scheme of any poem, any stanza, because for this we are supposed to find out the rhyming words and give the alphabet accordingly. Like fire, we can give A. Ice, we can give B, because fire and ice, these are not rhyming with each other. Then desire is rhyming with fire, we'll give A, and fire again A. So the rhyme scheme of first stanza is A, B, A. Same way in the second stanza we can give it C, hate will give D, ice will give C, great will give D, and suffice will give C. C, D, C, D, C. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is A, B, A, C, D, C, D, C. Literary devices used in the poem. First is enjambment. Enjambment means when any thought, if any thought is flowing without any punctuation mark, without any pause, it is called enjambment. Like in this poem, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. In these lines, beginning from I till this, only here full stop is there, no punctuation mark is used in any of the lines. So, if any thought is flowing non-stop without any pause or punctuation mark, it is called enjambment. So, in these lines, enjambment is used. Personification. Fire and ice are personified. Personification means when any inanimate object, inhuman object is given human qualities or human attributes, it is called personification. In this poem, fire and ice these are given the human power to destroy the world. So these are personified. Alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the consonant sounds words which are placed closely. Some say S sound, favor fire, F sound. So these are the alliteration in the poem. Apart from this, anaphora is a literary device used in the poem. Anaphora means repeated expression is called anaphora, like some say, some say. In the first stanza you can see, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice, some say, repeated expression is there. It is called anaphora. So these are the literary devices used. Now, last but not the least, we'll discuss about the message conveyed through this poem. Yes, students, say message conveyed through this poem. There are many hidden messages are there in the poem. First is we should control our emotions. Otherwise, these emotions will surely lead to our doom. This is the message conveyed through this poem. Apart from this, only love and compassion can help in establishing peace in the world. This is also the message we can find out in this poem. And one more message is that the world is transitory, nothing is perennial in this universe. So without forgetting this supreme reality, we should keep ourselves above all selfish motives. These are the messages conveyed in this beautiful poem. So students, this is the poem Fire and Ice. Already I explained about the poet, about the poem, word bank, symbols, mood, explanation, literary devices, message conveyed. Now one assignment I am giving you, just write down in your rough notebook. What deep message does this poem Fire and Ice carry in it? Write down the answer. Thank you, students. Take care of yourself.